Hey there, have you ever felt restless, uncomfortable, like something in your life just doesn't fit anymore, but you can't quite put your finger on it? Well, today I want to talk about it because I don't think it's a problem. I think it's a sign. So, outgrowing your life is not a crisis. It's actually one of the most exciting and sacred things that can happen. But most people misread the signs and think that something's wrong in their life. So today we are going to reframe this completely. And I want you to think about the discomfort. It's not a warning sign, it's a sign of growth, which is always uncomfortable, I think. So here's a first sign that you're outgrowing your life. That things that used to light you up, they feel flat or they feel empty. And it might be hobbies, friendships, routines that you do that once felt super fun are kind of like meh right now, right? And you might feel guilty about this, like there's something wrong with you, but there's nothing wrong. It's simply you're evolving, you're changing. And so things that you used to like, you don't like them anymore. And that's okay. So think of it like this. It's like clothes that no longer fit. You didn't do anything wrong, you just grew. Okay. Another sign is that relationships start to feel different, and certain people you might have a harder time connecting with them. The conversations might just feel off or surface level or even draining. Those are signs. Maybe you begin craving more like deeper and meaningful conversations. I can't tell you how many of my current clients have had this conversation with them where they just said, gosh, I've had this friend for years and years and years, and we're just not connecting anymore, and our conversations are so surfacey and they're not, there's no meaning in there. That can happen. So you might find yourself pulling away from people that you've known for years and years and years, and that feels scary or even painful. But it's actually a sign that your vibration is shifting. You're shifting, you're changing. And you're not abandoning people, you're just becoming more authentic to who you are and where you are. And new relationships will begin to appear that will match your growth, which is great. So remember that. Another sign is that you might be feeling restless and unsettled for no reason. Like everything looks fine in your life, but just something feels off. And maybe you wake up and there's like this low hum of dissatisfaction, but you don't know why, right? You can't explain it. But there's nothing technically wrong. It's the restlessness, it's your soul knocking. It's your soul saying, hey, you're shifting. It's time to make some changes, right? There's more for you. There's more for you to know here, to explore here, right? So trying to ignore it or push through it, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. You'll end up coming back to the same place until it gets louder and louder and louder, and it really wants you to start to listen. So another sign is that you might find that you have a lot less tolerance for things than you used to. Maybe you were able to push through situations or get through certain conversations and just keep your mouth quiet or whatever. And now you simply just can't. So it might be environments, conversations, commitments, relationships that just are out of alignment and you feel so uncomfortable. And your body's responding to this misalignment. And it's more and more, it's strong. It just keeps coming in. It keeps coming in hot. And this is actually your intuition getting louder and clearer. So you're becoming less willing to betray yourself. I want you to hear that. You're becoming less willing to betray you. That's why you won't put up with things anymore. You stand your ground. You stand in your power. And those of you that are people pleasers often experience this strongly during growth periods in your life. The old patterns of shape-shifting and adjusting to others, it just feels impossible to keep doing. Raise your hand if that's you. Put a comment below. Another sign is that you feel called for something new. You're being drawn to different things. It's like a whisper that just gets louder and louder and louder. And maybe this is a dream you've had or an idea or a direction that just keeps showing up, but it's terrifying. You're scared. You're not sure because it's unfamiliar. And maybe the people in your life don't understand, and they're just like, yeah, whatever. You're what are you talking about, right? And so that makes you feel uncertain. But it's okay to feel uncertain because you're never really ready for the next level, right? It just shows up and we're always like, surprise. So know that. And that this calling is the sign that you're ready for. So what is calling you right now that maybe you're a little scared of? So these 5 signs are not problems to fix. They're invitations to just expand into. And outgrowing your life, it's not comfortable, but it's beautiful. It's growth. And this means that you're alive, you're evolving, you're moving forward. So the question is never whether to grow. The question is whether or not you're willing to trust the process. And so take this mantra, if this works for you. I'm not falling apart. I'm just expanding. Remember that. So if you recognize yourself in any of these 5 signs today, know this, that you're not lost, you're not broken, you're not alone, and you don't need to fix anything. You've just outgrown the version of yourself. And you're meant to be uncomfortable as you're in these growing pains and this movement forward. So my question for you is, which of these signs resonated most with you today? Leave a comment below. And if you like this video, subscribe to my channel. And you can also go to my website, which is my name, JuhlJaxen.com. And you can discover more about intuitive coaching, light language channeling, and energy healing. And I'd love to learn more about you. So let's stay connected. All right, bye for now.